The sponsor of my stream and podcast is DistroKid. If you want 10% off on your first subscription with DistroKid, release your music to the world on every major music platform. Make sure to go to my website, andrewvanzark.com, and click on the discount link under the tab of DistroKid.
Attention Sarkarians, embark on a cosmic journey at www.andrewvanzark.com, saving by clicking on our affiliate tab. Discounts await. Your click not only unlocks deals, but supports the beats and discussions of these stellar radio stations.
At Galactic ChatWave Radio.
Join the Sith and let the unlimited power of the discounts await you in the shopping. And for you musicians to get a discount on DistroKid, www.andrewvanzark.com, your portal to savings. May the discounts be with you.
The information on this podcast is my opinion and some internet research.
Star Wars, the galaxy's most popular movie, is great family entertainment.
Huh? Aren't we listening to Galactic ChatWave Radio? What is this whistling? I'm confused.
Hosted by Andrew Van Zark.
Now you're listening with power.
Thank you. Now we can start listening to the show. I was so confused.
May the Force be with you.
Okay, as we get back into the group here in Cantina, why don't we talk about some Star Wars strings, strings around Mos Eisley, around the galaxy, and let's get ourselves connected with the drinks. Drink me, you will. The first drink we have here is a Brian Gall of Portland, or as Factions Bar at Kimpton's Hotel Vintage used a bright bunch of smashed basil to give this Yoda-inspired drink its requisite gasp of green, a hue reminiscent of the Jedi Master's lovely skin tone. Sage simple syrup is a natural nod to Yoda's wisdom, and a couple of those leaves make a nice perky Yoda ear garnish too. Oh, for sure. These drinks are really nice, and if you're willing to drink any of these, on liquor.com you can find the recipes under these 16 Star Wars cocktail recipes come from a galaxy far, far away. So let's get ourselves the second one. I'm just gonna mention a few of those. Rancor's Toothpick. A well-made cocktail can take you from, cranky to calm in a sip. This drink, created by the talented Timothy Miner of Brooklyn, New York, beloved Long Island's bar, promises to do such thing, even if you're feeling rattled as a gnarly-toothed Rancor. Miner actually created the cocktail as a nod to his brother-in-law, who's fond of giving family members disposition appropriate Star Wars nicknames. My brother-in-law, Joey Carnival, is called the Rancor because he can be well unpredictable. He's also particularly fond of well-mixed bourbon cocktails. And at number 3, we have the Frost Awakens. What could melt the slick, seemingly frosty demeanor of a stoic stormtrooper? Well, for starters, Ryan Morey is the general manager of Van Kankman's in Atlanta, thinks one must start with rum, of course. Sometimes when the weather calls for it, in the balmy South, he likes to run his tropically tweaked temple through a slushy machine. But you can shake it too, So, next, we got the one and only Death Star. So, life may be all sunshines and Disney magic in Orlando, Florida, but at Tavern Opa, bartender Alex Arden likes to take a walk on the dark side of life. Here is his homage to the Imperial superweapon, skews the color of Darth Vader's cape with good use of Jagermeister digestif and Coca-Cola. He also makes a nifty little ice orb replica of the Death Star for extra empirical effect, but regular cubes will do just fine. And we have one and only Java the Hutt. Bartender Chris Cheng of Westwood Tavern in San Diego professes a distaste for prawns, but couldn't resist employing one for his decadent drink, made with horchata vodka and cold brew coffee. And as his city is home to an installment of the world's biggest fantasy fest, Comic-Con, it's fitting that he's ready to whip out a few George Lucas-loving cocktails faster than a nimble little Grandmaster Yoda employs a lightsaber. Then at number 6, we got Darth Maul's Pomegranate Cider. Honestly, if it's named Darth Maul, I'm probably going to be interested. I'm interested. So this warm, spicy drink from Brendan Costello at Berkey's Public House in Chicago is delicious enough to make even Grand Moff Tarkin grin with giddy pleasure. Plus, for the shaker, shaker challenged, it's pretty simple to whip up. It's also easy to make. You're basically using the Force to do it for you, says Costello. Number 7. This one might be interesting for my girlfriend, Kiraitone, for those of you that remember. Qui-Gon Singer. Here we go. Billy Ashington, the co-founder of Banjo Cold Brew Coffee in Atlanta, is a Jedi junkie. So much that he created this cocktail in honor of the respected and unconventional, if thoroughly paranoid, Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn. Sweetened cold brew coffee gives it enough edge to win at any pod race, says Ashington. And the smooth gin plus lemon ensures that any Jedi could keep his cool when negotiations seem to be falling. Ooh, for more recent times, we got the Kylo Ren, or the Kylo Rye. The bartenders in the tasting room at the Ben Distillery in Bend, Oregon, are a band of Star Wars-loving devotees. The simple but potent whiskey-centric sipper pays tribute to the fiery temperament of Kylo Ren and his take-no-prisoner style of sabering, with the drink's ample use of spicy rye and lime juice. Then at number 9, we got Flying Solo. We all know where this is going, So Louis Hirsch, the general manager of Morel's Steakhouse and Bistro at the Palazzo in Las Vegas, created this nod to reluctant rebel pilot and all-around intergalactic heartthrob Han Solo, because only a person with his confidence could find a positive use for that pink-headed stepchild of the wine world, White Zinfandel. Although, perhaps, judging by actor Harrison Ford's near-wreck piloting of a plane, he might want to take on a co-pilot from now on. We hear Chewbacca is looking for work, So, by all means, do so. At number 10, we got the Sarlacc Pit. So what do we got in the Sarlacc Pit? At the 6th in Chicago's Lincoln Square, Beverage director Benjamin Schuyler couldn't resist making. Oh, if you're asking, what I said was that you would be interested in a Qui-Gon Jinn drink. And also on the Flying Solo, because Flying Solo is the one that is one of the characters you like, Han Solo. the one and only. Isn't that right, Kiraito-ne? Kiraito? Are you there?
Yes, I love him.
Oh, yeah. See? So, we were talking about the Sarlacc pit before the one and only Kiraito-ne came in and said some awesome words. So, in Chicago, in the 6th in Lincoln Square, we got this drink that is molded on the plate, painted the fruit head garnish of Darth Vader. Basically a room stable gummy bear for the cheerful tropical drink, served in a Boba Fett tiki glass, of course. But even if you don't want to go that deep into Empire's kitsch, this drink named for the sand-dwelling, flesh-eating fave of Jabba the Hutt is pretty easy to make them throw down in a few delicious sips. Bonus all. The Hans mix is really tweaked version of famed Tiki Maestro Don Beach Don's mix. At number 11, we have the Bothan, thoroughly testing the depths of Star Wars nerdiness. Billy Nicholas, the bar manager at Fawn in Brooklyn, New York, named this galactically green huge concoction after the species of rebel spies who provided the rebellion with the plans to blow up the Death Star in Return of the Jedi. I am a Star Wars nerd, says Nichols. I thought this green cloud tequila cocktail looked like the part. I'm not much of a tequila person. So a Bothan could be interesting, but I don't know, I'm not much of a tequila person. Valley of the Dark Lords. We got at number 12. One part of inspiration from a blood and sand. One part terranium. This cocktail from soul trees is a terrestrial textural treat from La Cuevita in the Highland Park neighborhood of LA. We wanted a cocktail that if you were looking through a telescope from another planet, you would see sand and living creatures, says Trees. We added turmeric for sand color and texture, and chia seeds for the creature's effects. So, I can kind of see it. I'm seeing the image here by Danielle Barnaby, and I can kind of see what they mean. So, number 13, we got a drink Yoda is. Another inspired drink from Yoda. Another Yoda-inspired one. So, the folks at Dad's in Tampa, Florida. Who doesn't like to go to Tampa, Florida? I do. I've only been there once, though, but it's a fun place. It's a fun place in Tampa. I went to Busch Garden once there. Yeah, when I was really, really young. So, like to have fun with their foods and drinks, obviously. Always at these Florida places, I feel like Florida is like the quintessential place, and Chicago and Florida and Las Vegas, for me, are like the quintessential places for you to get drinks. Oh, and California, obviously, California. So those are like places, if you really want to get awesome drinks, Chicago, Las Vegas, California, and Florida are your biggest places to get awesome drinks. You're always going to be having a great time in those places, and they have great bartenders. I know. I've been to Florida and Las Vegas and California, so I can tell by experience. So the folks at Das in Tampa, Florida, did this candy and the cocktails of nods to pop culture icons. This homage to the tiny little pony eared bundle of wisdom. Yoda by bar manager Morgan Such managers to make wayward whimsy taste pretty great. Oh, I think we are up to something here. I think we're up to something. So Planet Hoth Toddy as number 14. We're almost there to get the end of all the drinks. So Rico Planet Hoth, the world of snow and ice with the daiquiri-like rum cocktail. Daiquiris are really good. I've actually had a few in my life, and they're pretty good. So, a daiquiri-like rum cocktail laced with maraschino liqueur for a bit of fruity sweetness, plus an egg white for frothy texture. Alright, and this is a Planet Hoth toddy. I like the Planet Hoth, so I might be interested in this one, so... And then we got the dark side, number 15, the penultimate. Penultimate says here, this moody and complex cocktail, nearly as dark as Vader's cape, features the bittersweet notes of Barolo Shinato and a hefty dose of Pei Chow's bitter alongside gin, making for an irresistible force. And last but not least, at number 16, we got Blue Milk of Tatooine. So, channel the alien planet from Star Wars with this creamy tiki-like cocktail. Gin forms the base and is joined by blue curacao, lime and pineapple juice, or orgeat and vanilla syrup and cream of coconut for a sweet, fruity treat. So those are 16 of these Star Wars-inspired cocktails from the galaxy far, far away. If you're willing to drink any of these, you can get them at leakcore.com and get the recipes and do it yourself, you know. So I hope that after listening to this, you're still drinking a little bit in the cantina. So if you're willing to flow with things and stay in the cantina for the after party and keep drinking, by all means, I'm not stopping you. In the galaxy far, far away, whether in Mos Eisley or somewhere else in the galaxy, you can totally get yourself a nice drink and enjoy yourself a nice vibe. So, hope you have enjoyed this cantina experience here in Galactic ChatWave Radio with the Andrew Van Zark. And now that you're listening to Andrew Van Zark, you're now listening with power. Power to the music. Make sure to always send the fan mail if you can. Not obligated, but if you can send a fan mail, it can go as low as $1.99, or you can send whatever you like through PayPal. So let's get it, and don't forget to download the official app of Galactic ChatWave Radio, where you can listen to the music 24/7 and some reruns of the show. And then from there, you can get yourself started with awesome stuff by checking on every major music platform, my own music, and you can check me out on every major platform like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok until it ends its course. We got Instagram, we got X, we got Facebook as Galactic ChatWave Radio or Andrew Van Zark. So, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios, amigos. Bye. May the force be with you, and enjoy yourself a drink. All right, let's get ourselves out of here.
Unite for the sound revolution in Galactic ChatWave Radio. Support Anna Razark's original tunes, the polls of our online radio station, and keep the news blazing like Beskar.
Click, donate, and hit that PayPal button and join the watch. Keep the tunes alive. This is the way.